Why is that down so low? Good morning. Still crooked. Good morning. Hi, I'm Pam Fox. Thanks for watching my channel. Good morning. I'm off to a late morning this morning. I've been lying in bed watching YouTube videos. I'm not even sure. I think it's almost 10 o'clock. I was supposed to get up early this morning. It's Saturday. And go pick up my husband in Portland. He's not stranded waiting for me. He went to Portland last night, excuse me, with his best friend to a beer festival and stayed the night. And I'm supposed to go up there and we're supposed to spend the day together and hang out and do whatever and then come home tonight. But this morning, I just slept in and grabbed my phone and started watching videos. And here we are. Would have liked to have gotten on the road by like 8 o'clock, but too late for that. Today's mukbang. Muckbang. Today's mukbang. More oats, mangoes, blueberries, raisins. I made extra this morning. There's a lot of oats in here. I'm going to try to eat them all because it's going to be a long day. I started talking in my last video about how oats are a slow release fuel. Which means you get steady energy from a slow release fuel. So it's good to combine, quick release energy like fruit with the oats to give you that energy throughout the day, but it's very steady. It's maintaining. It's good. It's good to have energy. So, first thing, I want to quickly clarify something that I said in my last video. I was talking about, and that's the risk you run when you have a YouTube channel. You start talking and sometimes you say things that just come across not quite the way you meant them to come across, but you don't catch it. You don't hear yourself until you watch the video later. I was talking about, imperfections, and I was talking about inner peace. And I brought up, YouTubers who have a channel where they promote accepting yourself just as you are, even though they're heavy and not so healthy. But just, big is beautiful, accept yourself for who you are, love yourself. And I had made a comment about how I don't buy that they have inner peace. And it kind of sounded like I was saying heavy people can't have inner peace. And that's not what I meant at all. But it kind of sounded like that's what I was saying. But so I just wanted to clarify that, because the truth is, I don't know why, but I have had a compassion for heavy people my whole life. I've never been seriously overweight. I've never been like over 200 pounds. My heaviest was about 195. So, I've been overweight, but you know what I mean. I've never experienced being like a 300-pound woman or whatever. So I don't know why I have such a deep, almost like an empathy for heavy people, but I always have. I've always looked at heavy people and thought, it just must be so hard. It must be so much harder to do anything and everything because you're carrying around all that extra weight. And so I've always just had a compassion. And, especially when I was a kid, if I had friends that were overweight and they got teased, I did not stand for that at all. it really, really bothered me. One time my gym teacher was making fun of a girl in my class that was really heavy. And I stood up for her and I got in trouble because I yelled at the gym teacher and told her she was wrong for treating her that way. So sometimes I joke to myself and I think that perhaps I was a heavy person in another life because I don't even know if I believe that we even have past lives. I don't know. I'm open for just about anything. I think it's definitely a possibility. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me that we would live multiple lives because then you would learn more lessons because you would live, you'd be born into a different life each time. And therefore, you would have different experiences, maybe as a man or as a woman or as a healthy person or as a fortunate person, a very wealthy person or a person who's a victim or a person who, is a criminal, an oppressor, so then you learn all of these lessons and you can just you would be able to gain so much more compassion for a wider group of people if you actually experienced all of those things. So I think it's definitely a possibility. Sometimes I think I must have been like a princess or something in another life because I have a big fat lazy bone where I just don't want to do anything, and I just I just wonder if people waited on me in a past life and did everything for me, because I can be really lazy if left to my own devices. That's why I'm so lucky I married Dwayne. He keeps me on the move. Like today, for example. Before we got married, I tried not to go anywhere in the weekends. If I could do it, I stayed home and did nothing. Rested. Even on a beautiful day like today. And then I'd feel guilty at the end of the day because here I wasted this whole beautiful, glorious sunny day just sitting inside watching TV all day. So I'm much happier being married to Dwayne and being active and living, experiencing instead of just lying on my bed watching TV. What a waste. I have wasted a lot of time in my life watching television. A lot. But anyway, getting back to what I was talking about, these YouTubers, they say big is beautiful. They say, learn how to love yourself, embrace who you are. And, that all sounds good. Then they turn around and they do, a mukbang where they eat an entire family-sized, bucket of KFC. And to me, you've got a long ways to go. If you think you love yourself and then you eat an entire box of chicken, deep fried chicken, you've got a ways to go in learning how to love yourself. So that's what I was talking about when I said I don't buy it. I was talking about some specific people that I'm not going to say their names, but I'm doing pretty good on these. I figured I'd have to kind of force feed it down, but so far so good. It's delicious. Mmm. 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 So yeah, I'm going to Portland today. It's about a 2-hour drive from here. Usually takes a little longer than that, especially if you get stuck in traffic. It can be a 3-hour drive. So I don't know where we'll have lunch or dinner, but Dwayne always picks out really good restaurants with either lots of vegan options or a vegan restaurant, which Portland is really good for. There's a lot of vegan restaurants or restaurants with a lot of options in Portland. I'd like to list off some of my favorites right here for you, but I can't even think of. I get Seattle and Portland so mixed up. We either go north, we're in between Seattle and Portland, so on the weekends, we either go to Seattle or we go to Portland, and I get a lot of the restaurants confused. There's a place in Portland called The Cure, spelled with a K, K-U-R-E. I like to stop in there. I mean, if I lived there, I probably wouldn't go there every day just because it's expensive, but they do juices and smoothies and oatmeal bowls, breakfast bowls. I like to get a nice, tall juice, just kind of a splurge. Instead of a coffee, get a juice. Oh, and we're going to go to, I can never remember the name of the store. It's an Asian market. I'm not even going to try to say it because I butcher it every time and Dwayne laughs at me and corrects me. Can't think of it. Well, I've been watching a lot of Mommy Tang. When I first heard of Mommy Tang, she's a vegan YouTuber. She's Korean and she does a lot of Korean food in her mukbangs. She does mukbang. When I first heard of that, I was like, that's weird. Because her videos are really long. Some of them are 45 minutes to an hour long. Because she prepares the food too. She prepares it and then she eats it. So I'm never going to watch that. And she's got more and more popular. And so I finally decided to go over and check her out. And I was still like, I don't get it. But the food that she made looked really good. It was Korean food. So I came back and watched again, and after my second video, I was hooked. Didn't take much. It's just a whole new world of cooking, Korean dishes. I've been eating kimchi. I ordered some mother-in-law's kimchi. I got the coupon code from Mommy Tang. I like it. It's good. I got the kind that's mild, that's not very spicy. Supposed to be really good for you. It's super good for your digestion, but as far as taste goes, it's good. I mean, she eats it with everything. She loves it. Ha! I almost dumped that right on myself. See, that would have been good TV. Dating myself. Almost done. But yeah, we're gonna go. I'm gonna get some gochujang. I'm gonna get some gochujang. I'm gonna get some rice cake, which isn't what you think as rice cake. They're actually like a big fat noodle. They almost look like, what would you compare them to? Like maybe a string bean, a little bit thicker than a string bean, but they're made out of rice, like rice flour and water. They're like a noodle. They're called rice cakes, and you can make all kinds of things with them, and oh man, they look so good. I like things that are chewy and, have a little bit of something to chew into. Those look really good. Kind of like a pasta. So I'm going to get some of those. We're getting low on rice. We usually buy our rice, the big bags of rice. We just get them at Costco, but when we go to the Asian market, and, they've got so many options there, and the price is really good too. Costco is too. But when you eat a lot of rice like we do, to just buy, a regular size bag of rice would be silly, because you can save a lot of money by buying in bulk. Sometimes we buy our rice at Winco, just right out of the bin. Look at that. I did it. And it was easy. Whew. I am full though. All right. That's it. Thanks for watching.